Hi all you Jeff Gordon fans out there on the Jeff Gordon Network. I'm Sam Bass, and I'd like to personally welcome you to the Sam Bass Gallery here in Concord, North Carolina. I've had the good fortune to work with Jeff for over 14 years, and one of the things I'm most proud of is that I've had the chance to design his Rainbow Warrior car and the Fire and Flames car that he competes in today. I'd like to take you on a behind-the-scenes tour here at the Sam Bass Gallery and show you some things that most people don't get a chance to see. I'm looking forward to having a lot of fun. I hope you are too. Come on. I am a race fan who happens to be an artist. I've been following the sport since I was about 6 years old, and I'm a big kid. I tell everybody I love collecting the NASCAR memorabilia, and one of my favorite things that I own is the Jeff Gordon cookie jar that sits in my office where I work every day. I guess it was about the middle of 1992. I was commissioned by Hendrick Motorsports and DuPont to come up with a paint scheme for the brand new race team they were putting together for a young driver named Jeff Gordon. And out of 43 entries, my design, which ultimately became the Rainbow Warrior car, was selected. And that has been one of the most exciting things that's ever happened to me as an artist. When they selected my design, I knew it was going to be great to work with a company like DuPont because they could paint the car any color I wanted them to. I didn't know at the time that that first design would lead to a bunch of other designs over the years. And to watch him compete every weekend in the Fire and Flames car gives me a special, special feeling. And the fans, the Jeff Gordon Network fans, have been incredible. They've embraced all of the designs I've done over the years, and the cars I've done for Jeff have become icons in the sport, which makes me very proud. And if you really want to be behind the scenes, I'm going to show you a series of drawings that I did for the new 2006 Performance Alliance car that Jeff will run in the All-Star race coming up here in a few weeks. Design project, never know exactly where it's going to end up at, but I'd love to show you some of the other designs that they considered during this whole process. It's kind of interesting, and maybe you'll see this particular design on the track sometime in the future. This was a particularly interesting design that I really, really liked, and hopefully we'll get a chance to use this on something else. But, you know, DuPont spends millions and millions of dollars sponsoring the race cars, and so creating a brand and a look is very, very important, and they decided at the Performance Alliance group that they wanted to go back to the design that they had last year. So you're getting to see, before anybody else does, the 2006 DuPont Performance Alliance car that will compete in the All-Star race here at Charlotte. I do a lot of work in my studio where I paint at, and I live there virtually 16 hours a day. Not very many people that come to the Sam Bass Gallery get to come back here because I'm always working on secret projects and drawings and paintings. But I would like to show you what my studio looks like and kind of how I surround myself during the day. This is my studio. I've been here for about 6 years. This particular drawing table, everything I've created over the past 25 years has come right off of this table. So me and this table go back a long, long ways, and I've spent many hours sitting here coming up with new paint schemes and doing new artwork for program covers, promotional prints and posters, and different things like that in the NASCAR arena. One of the prints we're going to have a contest and give to one of you lucky people out there in the Jeff Gordon Network, so hopefully it'll be you. One of my favorite stories I love to share with Jeff Gordon fans has to do with this picture here entitled Rookie Sensation. It is one of the first paintings I ever did of Jeff, and it's way back when he had the mustache and the mullet haircut. Ray Evernham had commissioned me to do a painting for Jeff's birthday party that they were having at a local restaurant. And I finished the painting and brought it to the restaurant, and in walks Jeff, and it was the day that he had got a new haircut and had shaved his mustache. So the painting was outdated the minute that it was given to him. But since that time, I've had the opportunity to do a number of paintings with Jeff. This is one of my most recent ones called Color Fast, and it just highlights all the bright neon colors that are on the Fire and Flames car. I keep a lot of special artwork in my studio, and one of the things I'm most proud of is the All Fired Up poster that was unveiled when the car was unveiled in Florida back in the year 2000. I did the piece of artwork for it, and it was to announce the 2001 paint scheme that was going to debut in Daytona. And this was one of the best held secrets that I've ever been a part of. We started working on the paint scheme in about February of 2000, and didn't announce it that Jeff's original rainbow car was going to change until December of that year. So everybody all during the year kept asking me what I was doing, and I had to tell them that, you know, I was working on a major project, but I couldn't really share any details, and that was one of the toughest things I've ever had to do. People are very familiar with my paintings and drawings, but they always ask me, how long does it take you to do a painting, and what does it look like when you start? And this is a great example of a piece of artwork that I'm doing for an ad for DuPont right now. I start out doing a black and white pen and ink drawing, and then I'll take watercolor paints, and for about 50 to 60 to sometimes 80 to 300 hours, depending on the size of the painting, I'll apply watercolor paint in little bitty brush strokes to hopefully come out with something that the fans are excited about and the corporate sponsors are excited about. This particular drawing will become a finished painting in probably 14 to 16 hours. But it takes a long time to get from this to that. I am a music nut. I love playing guitar, and I've always been excited about drawing and being involved with NASCAR, but if I ever ran off from this career, it would probably be to join a rock and roll band. In my hallway, just outside of my office, are a few of the guitars I've collected over the years. I've been collecting and playing guitar since I was about 8 years old, and I've got probably more than I should have, or at least my wife constantly tells me I've got way too many. But I'm just really into rock and roll, and I love good country music as well. And I've had the chance over the years to create guitars for the rock group Kiss, and people like Brooks and Dunn and Travis Tritt. And I like to share the guitars when people come by. It's kind of another side of me. This is one of my favorites. I do a lot of design work for the Gibson Guitar Company, and they know that my favorite color is blue, so they built me a one-of-a-kind Gibson Les Paul Custom in a real good shade of blue. One of the things I'm excited about too this year is I'm going to do some unique guitar designs for Jeff's foundation that they'll auction and hopefully raise a lot of money for a good cause. These guitar designs are some initial concepts that I have. I don't know exactly how they're all going to turn out or whatever, but at a very minimum, these will be part of a charity fundraiser for the Jeff Gordon Foundation. So you're kind of getting a sneak peek at a product in development. But I love it when I'm able to bridge NASCAR, Jeff Gordon, and guitars together. I've had a couple of chances over the years to do a Jeff Gordon guitar, and it's really, really special when it all comes together. My favorite part of the whole building is my Hard Rock Cafe, or my little version of a Hard Rock Cafe. I collect music memorabilia, and I love cartoons, and I love toys, and this is kind of a place that we kind of combine everything. The music, the animation, the rock and roll memorabilia, and my staff, we have meetings here, we have corporate parties here, and it's just a lot of fun to come to this area and hang out. But not many people get a chance to see it, so I'm really loving the fact that I'm getting a chance to share it with you. You know, Jeff is so popular with the fans, and all of the speedways on the circuit always want me to feature Jeff on the program cover because obviously it leads to a lot more program cover sales. But I always enjoy it when I get a chance to come up with a creation or a concept that showcases the car I designed and maybe the uniform and the helmet and everything. This was an interesting piece that I did for Atlanta back in 1996, and it showcased Jeff's really cool neon helmet. And if you look into the visor, you see the car kind of going around the track at speed. And the fans really seem to like this a bunch. I've probably put Jeff on, I don't know, at least 100 program covers that I've done over the years, and I never get tired of painting him or his car. It's always exciting, and he's an exciting driver, and I consider it a privilege to work with him. Well, I sure hope all of you in the Jeff Gordon Network have enjoyed the tour of Sam Bass Gallery. I've been very lucky to have a 25-year plus career that we're going to have a celebration kicking off in May to just acknowledge the fact that I've done hundreds and hundreds of paintings and car designs over the years. I sure would like it if you would come by and let me share my work with you and trade Jeff Gordon stories and talk about the designs and the paintings I've done. It has been a fantastic career, and hopefully it'll last a long time. I would love to share it with you here in Charlotte.